Hi, I'm Timmy Jonas, and I'm a professional cornhole player in the American Cornhole League, and I'm going to be answering some questions.
How did you start playing cornhole?
I started playing cornhole at a horse track race casino at a taco festival by my house. My buddy and I went there and just saw that there was a cornhole tournament, decided to join. Dave Weiser said I was pretty good and told me to join Cleveland Cornhole, and that's how I started.
Where are you from and what sports did you play when you were younger?
I'm from Fairview Park, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cleveland. And in high school, I played baseball, soccer, basketball, and I kicked for the football team.
When did you start playing cornhole and what year did you become pro?
I started playing cornhole in 2018, and then I became pro in 2020.
What made you decide to make the jump to become a pro?
I decided to make the jump to become a pro because I love traveling around the U.S., and I love being able to play against the best competition there was out there at all times.
What are the biggest challenges in being a professional cornhole player?
The biggest challenge for me is just working on my consistency because I haven't been playing that long. So sometimes I lack consistency, and that is just what I've been trying to focus on this year.
What do you think someone needs to have in order to be a professional cornhole player?
One of the most important things to becoming a professional cornhole player is making sure that you have a flat bag that spins well and you can be consistent with your same stroke every time.
What do you have to say to all the people that say cornhole isn't a sport?
I'd have to say try it before you say that because it's definitely not as easy as it looks. It takes a lot more work and time put in than most people would think it does in order to be good at it.
What do you think is your best shot?
I think my best shot is the roll bag or the curve.
You're pretty known for your short shorts. What's that all about?
I think that all started from playing soccer my whole life in high school and college. Soccer shorts were just always short, so I've worn them so much they just feel natural to me. And then when I'm playing cornhole, when I swing my arm back, I have no chance of hitting my hand on my shorts because they're too long or really baggy.
Why is it important to have sponsors?
It is very important to have sponsors because traveling around the US, flights, hotels, everything like that is very expensive. So having sponsors helps pay the way for me to be able to chase my dream and play the sport I love.
Who is your favorite sponsor?
I love them all. I couldn't ask for better sponsors.
What bags do you throw?
I throw BG bags. My favorite bag is the Wizard, but I also love the Viking and the Mercenary.
How would you describe the difference between the Viking, Mercenary, Wizards, and Warlocks?
So the Vikings and the Warlocks have the same fast side, but the Vikings have a slower slow side. And then the Wizard and the Mercenary have the same fast side, but the Wizard has a faster slow side than the Mercenary. And then the Warlock and the Wizard are the same slow side, but different fast sides.
What is the speed rating for all the different BG bags?
So the Viking is a 4.7, the Warlock is a 5.7, the Mercenary is a 4.9, the Wizard is a 5.9.
What's a good beginner bag for someone that is starting to play cornhole or wants to learn how to throw a flat bag?
I would say if you're beginning to play cornhole, don't go straight to a fast bag. Go to a slower bag so that you have to learn to throw a flat bag so it doesn't kick on you. So I would start with the BG Viking or Mercenary in order to learn how to throw a flat bag so that it slides straight.
Why is it important to throw a flat bag?
It's important to throw a flat bag so that you have full control of your bag, so that when it hits the board, you know it's going to slide straight. It won't kick to the left, it won't kick to the right on you, it'll slide straight.
How do you figure out what leg you should have in front when you throw?
I think it just comes down to what feels natural for you. I've played baseball, football, my entire life, so it was just more natural for me to have my left foot forward. But a lot of people do throw with their right foot forward if they're ready because they feel more balanced.
So with this season coming to an end, what is your goal going into Rock Hill in August?
My goal is to just go out there and give it my best and hopefully show out in doubles and singles and have two of my best finishes of the year so I can end on a high note.
How do you qualify to be a pro?
You can qualify to be a pro a few different ways. If you are already a pro this year and you finish in the top 50 doubles teams or the top 100 singles players, you automatically qualify for next year to be a pro. You can also qualify in a tournament called the Pro Qualifier down in Rock Hill in August, which you have to finish in the top 32 of that tournament. Then you automatically become a pro for next year. Then they're taking the top 24 players in the open standings to qualify for pro next year, which leaves some openings still. So if you don't qualify in any of those ways, you can fill out an application and they can approve you to be a pro next year if they feel like you're the right fit.
What do you think makes a great cornhole player versus just an average cornhole player?
I think to be great, you just have to be the most consistent player out there. Just throw as many bags in the hole as you can, but also feel very confident in your airmail. And a big part of that is having a strong mental game.
What keeps you going even if you're losing?
I just love the competitiveness of the game. Every time I lose, I try to learn from my loss, see what I could have done better in that game, and then next game, next tournament, go out there and just try to be better and build off my losses. It's going to be a long path to getting good because so many people are good and have so much experience. So if you're just starting, you're bound to get beat up a few times on the boards. But with time, you will get better and you will be able to catch up and beat those people who beat you in the past.
What are some of the things you do the week before a tournament?
The week before a tournament, I like to get as much practice in as possible. Just relax around with Nicole, my girlfriend, and my two dogs, Athena and Audie. I also like to go get a massage or a pedicure before I go and play because the tournaments are long days. We get there at 8 a.m. and we don't leave till 9 at night or sometimes later. So I like to be feeling good going into a tournament.
What is your biggest cornhole accomplishment?
My biggest cornhole accomplishment is winning the National Alumni Pro Invitational with Brittany Emge and also just becoming a pro. Those are my two biggest accomplishments.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is tacos.
What's your favorite drink, alcohol-wise?
Alcohol? I really just like beer. Blue Moon, Summer Shandy, and then Bud Light.
What shoes do you normally wear when you play?
I wear Yeezys a lot when I play, or Hey Dudes.
Do you drink when you play?
Sometimes I drink when I play, but if I do drink when I play, it's just a couple beers. It's nothing crazy.
If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
I go to Hawaii to visit Brandon Thompson of Airwolf.
Who is your favorite professional athlete?
My favorite professional athletes, I've always loved Derek Jeter and then Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's always surprising to hear what cornhole players do outside of cornhole. For example, what they do for work. So what do you do for work?
I do medical sales. I work for Micromed and Fujifilm. I sell endoscopy and colonoscopy equipment.
Where can people follow you on social media to find more content?
On Instagram and TikTok, you can follow me at TJ Cornhole. And then on Facebook, it's ACL Pro Timmy Jonas. Thank you all for listening to my interview. Stay tuned for more. Smash the like button and subscribe.